Who is in authority in the Jewish world? How do we know what the law is when there are no prophets around? Do we trust logic, tradition, or textual analysis? And do the people get a vote? Welcome to Talmud Live, short and amateurish videos on 18 Talmudic stories that every Jew should study. This is an initiative of the Bronfman Fellowship alumni community, and this episode is dedicated to the tale of how Hillel became Hillel, the elder, president of the Jewish people, the first real rabbi, so much so that he's never called Rabbi Hillel. How did all this come about? 'Twas the night before Passover. The year is about 0, and the pilgrims at the temple in Jerusalem are in a panic. Passover fell this year on Saturday night, and it turns out that the religious leadership haven't got a clue whether the preparations for the Paschal Lamb can be done on the Shabbat or not. Into this vacuum of leadership enters an outsider, Hillel from Babylonia, and in a short exchange becomes president of the Jewish people. Thus the Talmud introduces us to the figure of Hillel, but really what they're doing is introducing us to the basics of Talmudic scholastic study and the tensions between tradition and innovation. Now, this tale was so popular that it was told 3 separate times in the Talmudic literature, and each time with a totally different moral to the story, and a different sense of humor. First, in the Tosefta, the deleted scenes of the Mishnah, that first rabbinic code of law. Second, in the Babylonian Talmud. And third, in the Palestinian Talmud, or the Talmud Yerushalmi. Comparing these 3 texts allows us to explore various visions of authority and innovation, how the Torah is to be studied, and questions of leadership that inform everything we're doing to this day. So you have before you the 3 versions of the story. Choose one, wade through it, and then compare it to the other 2. You might want to open up some of the biblical references and try to understand the Talmudic logic at hand, or you might want to simply compare them to each other and see what arises. Either way, take note of one important detail in this comparison. When is Hillel offered the job? It is that moment that declares for each text what the prerequisite for leadership is. So grab a chavruta and open up this text about Hillel becoming president of the Jewish people. I hope you enjoy.